Hello everyone. Today we are going to talk about a short drama film called Zaklina from 2012. Enjoy your viewing. Two best friends, high school students Robert and Jacek, are having a hard time with math. A strict teacher threateningly tells the boys that with such an attitude to learning, they will never pass the exam in her subject and will not be able to get a certificate. But both boys are delighted with their young literature teacher Zaklina. When they see her on the street, they forget about the hot dogs from the kiosk and follow her like enchanted children. Zaklina goes to the pool, and the high school students try to follow her and not get caught. Two boys cannot take their eyes off the woman and dive into the water after her. When the teacher's swimsuit accidentally slips off her chest, the boys realize that today was not a waste of time. The high school students follow Zaklina to her house, where they see the teacher's husband talking coldly and indifferently to such a beautiful woman. When she starts to change her clothes, Jacek wants to take a picture of her, but Robert stops him. The next day, in literature class, Zaklina praises Robert for passing the test and invites the whole class to watch a short film he shot and edited after school. Unfortunately, his classmates did not appreciate Robert's work and laugh at his movie. Zaklina is the only one who supports Robert, assuring him that he has a real talent for filmmaking. The friends go to their favorite spot next to the old bridge, where Robert is going to edit his new short film so that Zaklina will really like it. The next day, Robert and Jacek come to Zaklina's extra class, where she watches their short films with the boys and gives them advice on how to improve them. The friends lie to the other students about the teacher being sick and not coming in today. This way they hope to be alone with the beautiful girl. Soon, Zaklina appears in class, and she is surprised because almost no one has come. Still, the woman agrees to give the lesson to two students. However, Robert and Jacek do not listen to what the teacher says at all. The high school students use their wild imagination and undress Zaklina with their eyes. The teacher goes outside for a smoke and calls the boys with her. The sociable Robert immediately finds a common language with the beautiful girl, while Jacek stands modestly aside and is jealous because he is not paid any attention to. Robert decides to take action and asks Zaklina if he can take some photos of her for his movie. After some thought, the teacher agrees. Robert suggests taking the photos near a nearby lake and asks if the woman can swim. Zaklina answers him that they already know that very well. This is her way of letting the boys know that she noticed them in the pool. The next day, Robert meets Zaklina at the lake without telling Jacek. However, his friend is watching the couple, and he is angry that he was abandoned so rudely. Robert and Zaklina talk for a while, after which the guy takes several photos of the woman, who is happy to pose. At home, Robert looks at the photos of the beautiful woman with pleasure. Suddenly, his mother enters his room, interrupting her son at the most interesting place. The mother scolds the boy for spending too little time studying, and the math teacher constantly complains about him. The parents are worried that with these grades, their son will not be able to enter the university. Robert angrily replies that it doesn't matter, because he dreams of becoming a movie director. In the evening, Robert writes a very beautiful love letter to Zaklina, but does not sign it on his own behalf. Then he throws the letter into the woman's mailbox. In the morning, the teacher is late for class because she read the romantic message with interest and immediately realized that the letter was from Robert. After school, Jacek swears dirty because his chemistry teacher gave him a bad grade again. The boy asks Robert to give him a ride home on his moped, but his friend refuses, lying that he has an urgent matter. Robert is waiting for Zaklina and offers her a ride home, to which the teacher almost immediately agrees. On the way, however, the two decide to change the route and turn to the lake to swim on this hot summer day. Robert confesses that he wrote the love letter, and Zaklina smilingly replies that she understood it right away. The two of them swim for a while and have fun in the water with absolutely no clothes on. Afterwards, the woman allows the boy to kiss her. A few days later, the students who created the short films were selected to be shown at the festival. They are packing for a week-long trip. Robert and Jacek were selected as well. But the best part is that not only their math teacher, but Zaklina as well, agreed to accompany them to the festival. When Robert gets there, he takes the flowers and goes to Zaklina's house. However, the math teacher opens the door, forcing the boy to hurriedly leave, saying that he had the wrong house. During the day, Robert is unable to talk to Zaklina because she is always in the company of teachers or students. In the evening, most of the visitors are drinking and relaxing, and Robert makes his way to Zaklina's house unnoticed. The boy waits until his math teacher drinks a bottle of wine and goes to sleep in his room. After that, he knocks on the door, and Zaklina lets Robert into the house, but is afraid to wake up his colleague. So the two of them run in the rain to another house. Jacek continues to follow his friend, and is insanely jealous because the beautiful girl chose Robert over him. Robert and Zaklina lock themselves in the house. where the beauty meets all the boy's expectations and makes his best fantasies come true. The two meet several more times, but soon it's time to go home. Robert cannot get the beautiful teacher out of his mind. The high school student continues to watch her and constantly imagines himself in the shoes of her indifferent husband. When Robert comes to school, his classmates laugh at him and say that they now know how he managed to get the highest score in literature. He doesn't understand what's going on until he notices that the entire corridor of the school is covered with hot photos of them with Zaklina. The principal angrily yells at the crying literature teacher in his office. Robert quarrels with Jacek because he is sure that it is his handiwork, but his friend justifies himself and says that anyone could have done it. Robert gets angry and runs outside, not knowing what to do now. He waits for Zaklina and tries to talk to her, but the teacher is very angry and calls the high school student bad names. She tells him to use his mind and study math better. After that, she leaves. Sad Robert loses interest in what is happening and goes to the old bridge. He is very worried and comes to the very edge of the bridge. He almost falls down, but at the last moment, he is saved by Jacek. Upset, Robert tells his friend that Zaklina doesn't want to see him anymore, and she advised him to take up math. Jacek replies with a smile that his friend now has a lot of experience with teachers, and he knows exactly what to do with the math teacher to get his grades corrected. The friends laugh at the successful joker, forgive each other, and go home together. If you have watched the video so far, you should know that I am happy to have viewers like you. Thank you for watching to the end. Subscribe to the channel and follow the news. Klontsak Recapped was with you. See you soon.